Dr. Storm. We gave you 6 years and millions of dollars, and you gave us nothing. What's different now?
Help me!
This is our chance to learn more about our planet and maybe even save it.
I want you to meet my daughters.
Okay.
Wow, guys. Really?
Johnny, read.
This guy doesn't take orders well.
Yeah, especially from people who say, I don't take orders well.
Oh.
These last incredible.
I think your view will be terrible.
All I want to know is where are my children?
4 have survived. All exhibit unique physical conditions.
Reed, help me!
I just want to fix my friends.
You can't fake it.
What is coming?
Doom.
So John, the movie was okay, a little disappointing, but I think you and I are gonna have a really good review.
Yeah, it'll probably be alright. I think it's gonna be good.
Yeah.
I think your review will be terrible.
Dr. Doom over here.
Did you really? Did you really just say that? Did you really? Really?
Hey everybody, I'm Ethan.
I'm John.
I'm Alex, and this is the review for the 2015 Fantastic Four. So the movie follows 4 to 5 scientists going into the Planet Zero to just do some expedition work. When they come back, they are imbued with special abilities. And then they are the Fantastic Four, and then they fight Dr. Doom. It's whatever, I don't care. So Alex, what'd you expect?
I actually expected this movie to be kind of trash just because I saw all the reviews that were up, and I thought, this kind of could recreate the horribleness that was the original 2.
Right, John,
Yeah.
what you got?
Well, before the reviews started coming out, I had really high expectations. I thought the cast was really good. I thought they were going for more of a science fiction type of tone rather than superhero, and I thought that was really interesting. Once the reviews started coming out, I got a lot more worried, but I was still going in with high hopes, hoping it could still do something for me. What about you, Ethan?
Well, I'm with you there. Before the review started coming out, I was really excited. Like you said, they were approaching the film in a more science fiction manner, which kind of made it look like Interstellar, which I was really excited. Like you said, great cast. This is from the director of Chronicle, Josh Trank.
Great movie.
And, I was hoping, man, I hope Chronicle's not a fluke and this is going to be really good. In the trailer, the reviews started coming out, 20%, 14%, 10%, 9%, and I wanted to keep believing.
Yeah.
I wanted to love this movie. I really wanted to, but it turns out there were just too many things against it.
So, like I said before, one of the things this movie does have going for it, it takes more of a science fiction approach rather than superhero. I think that's kind of interesting.
Right. I think where the originals were trying to do more of a superhero with more of a humor element.
In the same vein as the Marvel movies.
Right. Something like the Avengers where they're trying to be all whippy and snappy and all that. This one tried to take a more science fiction element, and I think it added a different tone to superhero movies that we know today.
Yeah. Like I mentioned, the cast of this movie is great, and they do a good job with what they're giving. You have Miles Teller and Kate Mara, great performers.
Miles B. Jordan.
Yeah, Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, it's pretty
They
good.
acted their roles perfectly well, and they did a little bit of changes to the origins. They made Mr. Fantastic. He's younger than the comics, and they made
the Human Torch
black.
Yeah,
and that I think they did amazing for their roles.
Yeah, what these actors were given, they did a fine job.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, they were given crap. I don't know what to say.
Yeah.
Basically. Now, the last good thing I think to say about this movie is the CGI and visuals, even though they're sometimes inconsistent.
I'm sorry, go for it.
They're off the cinematography and things are often pretty okay.
Right.
Yeah, pretty good.
What I was going to say is CGI is it's good, for the most part. But even for a movie, a Marvel movie, it shouldn't be for the most part. It should be great CGI.
Yeah, for every point in the movie.
Unfortunately, it's not
There
all the
are
time.
a lot of moments where it definitely falters.
There was a CGI champ in there.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. There was a
Every
CGI
time
monkey.
they showed it, I just cringed.
I-
And Ethan said, "Why do you keep showing it? Why
Stop.
do you keep
Why
showing,
do you keep
this
showing
kid?
a monkey?
This
Get
isn't-
it off."
This isn't good. Take it away. So, I don't know. Take whatever pros you can from that. Let's dive into this. I don't know, guys. I'm pissed. I don't know.
Let's
I'm
dive-
pissed off.
Oh my
All right,
God.
guys. This script is terrible.
It's awful.
This was a
Oh
baby
my
wrote
god.
this.
truly awful
A
script.
baby wrote this.
You know what? As much as we're gonna trash talk the script and all that, we don't know how much Fox smells with it. We don't know.
Yeah.
Josh Trank, you know. You know.
No.
But
At the end of the day, you know, man.
you know, and you have to live with the burden.
We
that
don't know if his script was amazing.
You're the one who has to sleep at
You're
night.
the one who has to do
knowing what you did.
You're the one who has to release the director's cut, okay?
Yes.
If you do that and it's great, maybe this would never
Everything is
happen.
forgiven.
Yeah.
Anyway,
But
Anyway.
the dialogue and pacing in this
the movie we got.
it's far too slow. It takes this
Yeah.
ridiculously long time with the origin and the backstory and everything, and it serves to be just so pointless and uninteresting.
Yeah.
It's as if like you watch Spider-Man and it took an hour for him to get bit by the spider.
But it wasn't really like it was true origin story because there was a little bit of origin story, but really nothing happened. It was just some little banter between Mr. Fantastic and
Sue Storm.
and really nothing else happened besides that.
Like, I have no problem with a movie that's slow, but if it takes that time being slow to develop characters or an interesting story, I have no problem with that. But this movie was so slow and just nothing happened.
It was slow to make witty jokes or little hints of romance that went nowhere.
Right.
But-
and to be fair, it might happen in the sequel,
Maybe.
hopefully.
But-
or the reboot,
It was just
if it's that bad.
pointlessly slow.
Yeah.
Another thing, the entire first two acts are just backstory.
No. Not the second act. I would say the first act is just backstory.
First act is just backstory. Second act, maybe you could say, was a little better. But the last act, I think, was the worst part of this movie.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's really just short, rushed, and crammed in.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, of course, you have your final battle at the end with Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
And it's 20 minutes. It is 20 minutes.
It's
Okay,
start-
wait. Spoilers here. This is the entire part of the good part of the movie.
Yeah.
The supposed good part, the action part. Doom is introduced. He comes to Earth and he starts killing people. He goes back to Planet Zero and they destroy him. That's
They go
15
fight him.
minutes.
They go fight.
15
There's
minutes.
no explanation, just rushed. It's basically just, they probably wrote in the script, and then at the end, Doom is evil and comes and does some stuff and they have to fight him.
Origin story throughout the entire thing. Oh wait, we need to tack on this fight scene so people don't get
Doesn't explain anything,
What?
just completely shoehorned in.
Oh, and even worse yet, they didn't just defeat him;
Yeah.
they disintegrated him.
He's never
So
coming back.
he's never coming back. They
He's
can't use that character for anything else. So this 15 minutes of horrible is 15 minutes that the only 15 you've made to
The
get.
only way we could possibly see Doctor Doom come back is if in Doctor Strange, because of all this magic garbage, they bring him back.
Which will probably happen.
Which might happen, I don't know. But there's my 2 cents. I'm pissed off.
Alright guys, so
Horrible.
all things considered, fan-forstic, what are you going to give it out of 5 stars, Ethan?
You know, John, I'm really pissed off.
I can agree with that
I'm
sentiment.
disappointed, I'm sad, I'm angry that this wasn't something to fall in love with. Because I really did. I wanted to. This had a great cast. You know, I was really loving the tone, the whole science fiction thing.
Yeah.
And they dropped the ball. They really did. You know, this was something to look forward to. This was part of the summer movies.
Yeah.
This, I got nothing, man. At the end of the day, I think I'm gonna give Fantastic Four 2 out of 5 stars because maybe I liked it more than I'm willing to admit, or maybe it's just subconscious that I wanted to love it so much. But that's my score. If you want to watch something from Marvel that's really good, watch Daredevil. Because that's good. That's really good. You don't know. Jonathan, you know. You know. It's
Yeah.
good. I started watching Daredevil. Watch Daredevil. John, what's your score?
I'm right with you, Ethan. When these trailers and information and pictures and stuff first started coming out, I was really excited. I thought the cast was good. I thought they were going for an interesting, sort of darker science fiction tone. I was completely excited. And they just dropped the ball. It was weird. The pacing was bad. Boring as heck. I am really disappointed. This movie's a mess. It's a disaster. I'm going to give it 1.5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
I don't think it's maybe quite as horrible as people are saying, but it's still bad. I don't recommend you see it.
Maybe not a 9%. Something like that. Alex, what's up?
I mean, okay, I'm gonna go from a completely different standpoint than you two
Go
guys.
for it. Go for
I
it.
expected this movie to be absolute garbage.
You were right.
Absolute trash garbage horribleness.
Trash garbage.
And you know what I got was a little. It was better than my expectations.
I gotta agree with you.
It was not absolutely horrible, and it was kind of entertaining a little bit throughout the movie.
There were moments where you could see the potential.
Yeah, it just
That's-
you know
that's
it
probably
really,
Trank.
It was really just boring. It wasn't horrible, but it was not good at all in any sense.
Just not good.
And you know, because of that, I can't give it like a 0.
No.
I can't give it a 1. It doesn't deserve a 9 on Rotten Tomatoes. I think 9%
Yeah.
out of 100. Out of literally 100, it got 9%. I think that it deserves like a 1.7.
Around that
five
range,
stars.
yeah.
I think that is reasonable.
All right. So, guys,
It was interesting.
have you guys seen Fantastic? I hope you haven't. If you have, let us know what you thought of it, if you loved it or if you hated it. And also, you can follow us on Twitter. Okay, Ethan. Ethan really wanted to like this movie. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to get updates with our content. And follow us on Twitter @Stub Masters, where you can get updates about us and everything.
Also, check out Cafe Press /
Stub Masters.
And
You can look as good as me. Maybe.
oh, we have our new logos too. Check that out. It looks smexy.
New shirts, yeah, you can get those. Wear them to the club.
All
Alright, so for Stub Masters Reviews, Ethan's not here. I'm John.
I'm Alex.
Have a great day. Don't see Fantastic Four.